Welcome to Pillow Talk with Alex, the show where love gets real and laughter gets loud. Each episode, I sit down with couples to ask the funny, the awkward, and the sometimes deep questions about life, love, and everything in between. From first fights to weird habits to the things that they still argue about, it's all on the table. Or, should I say, the pillow? So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's dive under the covers of couplehood, one story at a time.
Hi, how is everyone doing? I am excited to be here, and this is not Alex, as you can tell. I have a little more hair, I've been told. This is Gil, and of course, I'm here with Alex.
Yay.
Okay, very exciting. And I'm here with Bethany. You might be wondering why I'm here, and I'm the one doing the talking, because we are doing something special this morning. We're getting to know our crew. We're getting to know each other, and we want to share stories with you. So today you have Alex and you have Bethany, and we want to share with you how these guys came to be the superstar couple that they are. So I have a few questions for them, and I want you guys to get to know them. And in the comments, you can also write if you have any other things that you want to know about Alex and Bethany and how they came to be and how many kids they have and how many kids they dreamt of having. We'll find out all these things. But for now, allow me to just jump into this, starting with Alex. I want you to tell us, Alex, like, what kind of home did you grow up in? Like, before you met this woman, pretend Bethany is not in the room. You tell us about yourself. What kind of home did you grow up in?
Hide under the table?
No, I think you will be fine because you might learn something from this. I'm just thinking.
Oh, she's learned
No,
plenty.
we basically grew up together.
Not really.
Well, we're not brother and sister.
Okay, that's very helpful.
And we're not second or third cousins either, just to let you know, all right?
We live in a place where that could be possible.
No
It
relation whatsoever.
is. They have tested the DNA.
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, not
tell
really,
us about it.
All right.
This is going great.
You will understand why I say we grow up together.
All
I
right.
can't wait.
I'll tell you about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So basically, I grew up in a home where we were very family oriented. Where we lived was an apartment house that my grandparents owned, and we lived in one apartment. They lived in another apartment right beside us.
Ooh.
And which, sometimes caused strife between, not with us, but with the parents and whatever. But anyway, we were very close. We did all of the like birthdays, holidays, everything we did with them.
Together,
Yeah, my grandparents were very like, I don't really know the right word, but
Involved?
Involved would be a word, but traditional. They wanted everything. They had a tradition to everything.
Yeah.
Where we were over at their house for Christmas Eve. And if we weren't, like, it's like, what are you doing? Why aren't you here? Which I don't think that ever happened, maybe once or twice.
Wow.
So growing up, I had a sister, or I have a sister, and we got along okay when we were smaller.
Yeah.
And then as we grew a little bit older in our teens, we fought an immense amount.
Yeah.
We didn't really agree on many things.
Just like siblings do.
Yeah.
That's how it should
And then now as we get older, we still don't agree on a lot of things, but we get along a lot better than what we did.
Yeah. So the traditions that your grandparents had, did you guys keep those or?
I think a lot of the traditions that we did, maybe not as much as the stringent traditions, like you're going to do Thanksgiving here and and do this here.
Yeah.
But it's more like I'm very like family oriented, where I like to have dinner with my family once a week. I like to be able to. We used to do stuff a lot more, but
As your family grows and changes, like things change, we still see our families a lot.
You're still close.
Yes.
You're still close.
yeah,
to
we're
your
still really
family.
close to the to our families. So
Yeah.
it was more like everything was just more family oriented. I didn't like my parents were always they came to all my events. They did everything. So which is a lot more different than a lot of other people's families.
Very true.
Because you have a lot of people today that their kids come to school and they don't even know where they're going to eat or what they're going to eat or who's going to be home when they get home or if anybody would be home. So,
It's hard. Yeah.
So I was pretty blessed in that aspect growing up.
Yeah.
And then in school, I went to public school for many years, and then in seventh grade, I went to the Christian Academy.
Yeah.
And I went there until I was in 11th grade. It was either 11th or 12th, and then I switched over to public school.
Was it the same public school you started in?
Yep,
Okay.
for one day.
Okay.
And I switched to public school, went there for one day, and I saw just the language that people were using that I wasn't used to, and the amount of people I wasn't used to because my class only had 13 kids in it. And it overwhelmed me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no. So I switched back. I think that was either senior year or junior year.
Well, there. I don't blame you. It was too overwhelming.
Yeah. So, and then basically after that, I went to UMPI for like one semester, and just school really wasn't my thing. So I stopped going to UMPI.
Yeah.
And then came back here, and then.
Yeah. So when you went to UMPI, what did you do for that one semester?
For that one semester, I did I went for criminal justice, and then that was what I did for that semester, and then I switched to computer information systems.
Yeah.
But while I was doing criminal justice, I worked for security for the school, and that was interesting. Because
How so?
so I had to like do parking tickets and all that stuff, and you would have kids running out as I'm doing a ticket and like, oh, I'm coming. And it's like, nope. And you put the ticket down. Or one of the big ones was there was a bomb threat that got called in. So you'd think, oh, okay, you call the state police.
Yeah.
No. So what they did is there was 4 of us on security.
College freshmen.
And they made us go search all of the dorms for a bomb.
For the bomb.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding.
Turns out it was a spiral-bound notebook.
So we searched for hours. I mean, we went through every dorm. Like, it probably was a huge invasion of privacy for people, but we went through all the drawers. We went through everything.
I mean, you had to.
Because we were trying, but they sent us.
So let me ask
Not
you.
a bomb squad.
No.
Yeah. So what was your plan? If you found
If
it?
I found a bomb, I was supposed to call. I was supposed to call my supervisor and say, "Hey, I found it."
It has 5 seconds, but
Yeah.
it's here.
So it ended up being a spiral-bound notebook with some extra things on it. But it ended up being a kid that got a bad grade on a test, and he wasn't going to pass for the semester. So instead, he called in the bomb threat and then drove into Canada. So basically, once he did that, he became like a fugitive because, anyway.
Especially leaving the country.
So it's
They
like,
ended up calling the dogs and the state police, and they came and searched and found it. But that was,
he's serious.
yeah,
So he's like, if I'm not passing, no one is.
pretty much. Anyway, that was my extent for myself.
Well, thank you so much, Alex, for
Yeah.
sharing that. That's quite amazing. So, quick question before we transition to Bethany for you. When you were in class in public school and then you went to the Christian school, how were your grades? Were you like an A student or were you the other student?
I was always told that I had great potential.
Amen. We shall not ask anything beyond that. Many of us have heard that encouragement. If you've heard that, that means you will make it on the streets. And
Yes.
so we're proud of you, Alex.
Oh,
you
thank you.
represent many of us.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, and were you the firstborn or at the bottom there?
I was at the bottom.
You were.
I was told that I was a surprise.
Amen. Yes.
Major surprise.
Power
Major
to the
surprise.
lastborns.
Be-
My
Because-
sister and I are 10 months apart.
Yeah.
Oh, you were really a surprise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Irish baby.
Yeah.
Irish twin, right? That's what they
Correct.
call them.
Yeah.
Now, and you're not Irish.
I actually did it. I don't know how true DNA studies are, but I actually am, apparently, to the DNA
So you're
study.
truly Irish and you're an Irish twin.
Yeah.
Oh, we praise God for that.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And Bethany,
Yes.
while he was out there being all Irish and surprising his parents, what were you up to?
I was already born because I am older than him
Well, tell us more.
by a little over a year.
Cougar.
We did not grow up near my grandparents. They were a little over an hour away, not too bad. We saw them I would say at least once a month.
Oh, yeah.
Or they would come up, we would go down, like either way. We saw them often. And just like Alex's family, we spent holidays together.
Yeah.
I know my grandparents always came up for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So my grandmother, my mom's mom, passed when I was 15. So that changed a lot, which was really hard, especially on my mom, because she had never experienced a holiday without her mom. So we tried to change it up. That's when we started going different places for Thanksgiving for a little bit. And so, but no, it was always really fun. Grew up, I am the oldest of 3 girls. So,
So the oldest, the youngest. I like this.
so I went to Christian Academy my entire life. There was a couple of years that I would start homeschooling.
Yeah.
One year, I think we lasted 2 weeks and we were back.
Why? Why is that?
Because my mom and I would just sit at the kitchen table and cry.
Homeschooling can do that sometimes.
It was rough. And so back we would go. It was just like more of a financial issue, like putting kids into private school can be really expensive. So they're like, we don't think we can do this year.
Yeah.
And then my dad would see, like, this is not, like, working. He was like, we are going to sacrifice everything to put you guys there. So I graduated from there, and I have not taken one college class. I did not go to college. I went right into the workforce. I had an amazing job, like, right out of high school. Was able to save and buy my own car very quickly, and that really helped, like, our wedding and stuff, because I had saved a lot of money.
So what were you doing for work?
I worked at Smith & Wesson.
Okay.
So
you were providing the weapons that he was using for security at UMPI.
I don't think he held any weapons in UMPI.
I didn't even get a baton.
But you were sending to disarm bombs.
Exactly.
Gotta love it. Please
Praise the
proceed. So you saved this money and you had enough savings.
So I was working there, but this will be throughout the rest of our story. I ended up getting done because I was going to have to be moved to 12-hour overnights, and at the time, I could not have done that, and we will find out.
Why?
Throughout.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, good. Oh, and by the way, I know I asked him. I'll ask you, what kind of student were you? Were you an A student or one of us?
I graduated.
She was one of us.
Okay. Yes.
He definitely did better than I did.
So one of my biggest reasons why I was told that I had potential is because I was always in the shadow of my sister when it came to academics.
Yeah.
Because my sister is brilliant, and I'm not.
But he is really selling himself short. He
do tell
was
us.
definitely a solid, like, A-B student,
Yeah.
when the potential they're saying is all A's.
Some people
So
expect too much of us.
he was a solid, like, A-B, maybe one random very high C in there. I struggled a lot. Like, I could do my homework. I could take all of the notes. I really struggled with taking tests. It's like my mind would completely blank and I would forget absolutely everything.
I think that's a lot of people, though. I'm the same way.
So that's where I really, really had a hard time.
But you are not like a solid D student, right? You're also selling yourself short, I can tell.
I am not selling myself short.
I'm going to ask Alex, how was she doing
I
grade-wise?
really had a hard time.
I would say that she, from what I heard, I don't really know, but from what I heard, she worked extremely hard at trying to get good grades, but she would not be able to, she wouldn't be able to perform well.
She wouldn't reflect on paper the work she was putting
correct.
in.
And I think she probably got a few A's, B's, C's, and maybe lower. But I think she was more
I was
in the
all
B's
across
and C's.
the board.
Yeah.
No, I mostly probably C's.
Well,
You know what? None of the way that the grading system and the way that the school system works, though, it never reflects reflects actually what you know.
Yeah.
Because they used to, I don't know if it's now, but they used to base 60 or 70% of your grade on tests. And if you're like me or her and you blank the second the test gets there, I didn't even know any of it. But you do.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, they should do a test at the end to give a general, this is what we learned over the year, this is whatever, and it should be 5% of your grade.
That's true. That's true. But I can't argue with that. Yeah. Tests are hard, and if you're a nervous wreck, your brain goes blank, and that's it. And for the rest of your life, that's what you look at. But well, good to hear from your individual stories. Now we come to the sweet, amazing part. I want to know how you guys met. I know you said you scared us, and I know people will agree with me. You said you grew up together, so please elaborate on that. How did you meet?
I was best friends with his sister. She started coming to the school. We were in 8th grade, and his sister, we graduated together. So we were in the same class. So she came a couple months into 8th grade. So we met there. We became friends. I had gone over to their house a little bit to hang out with her and stuff like that. And I specifically remember, do you remember MSN Messenger?
Oh my goodness, yes.
I loved MSN. And
Good times.
I have tried to I wish I could go back and get our conversations.
I don't. I'm glad they're in the past.
There's nothing on the internet that is lost.
It would be so funny to read. So he would have been in 6th grade because he was 2 grades behind me. And I remember being at my friend Caitlin's house, and we were on MSN, and
memories are coming.
He had added me to MSN, NFL Dream Street 81.
Yeah.
You remember that?
That's a little weird.
I don't even.
You remembered it too.
Well, yeah, but I don't. I remember my own. I don't remember yours.
So how do you remember NFL Dream Street?
Because it was
his
so stupid.
It was his email
so
even up until 10 years ago.
That's not true.
All through high school
This is going well. But okay, so you were with your friend and he added you. Yes.
So he randomly was like, I don't even remember how it started. Did he say I have a crush on someone in your class? And I was like, oh, who? And he was like, you know her really well. And I'm like, well, it's probably Caitlin. I was at her house. She was my best friend.
Smooth.
And he goes, nope. He was like, you know her even better than Caitlin. And I was like, the only other person in my class that I know better than Caitlin is myself. And he goes, yup.
Oh, my boy.
So that was the start.
No. You don't just skip that part.
I'm not done.
Okay.
That was the beginning.
Okay.
So
That was it.
So after that, I don't know if you really count it as dating. We never went anywhere.
I'm not the only one. So he said that, and then
This was probably...
He wants to know where it went from there.
What was your reaction? You can't just say said that and then.
I'd never had anybody have a crush on me before. I'm literally 13, 14 at the most.
Yes. So what was happening?
I don't even remember.
Wow. It's hurtful.
Listen.
That's okay.
That was over 20 years ago.
This is a make it or break it situation.
Okay. So when I say we grew up together,
Yes.
we basically, it wasn't long after that we dated. And by dated,
Yes.
I mean we said we saw each other in the hallway at school.
And we would she would walk by me and I walked by her and
High five.
high five. And that was like, oh yeah.
We were
That's
those,
my girlfriend right there.
we were those awkward preteen teenagers that okay, we like each other, but we're not going to talk about it and we're not going to talk to each other.
And then we'd go over to her parents' house. And so she'd be sitting and I'd be sitting
we wouldn't talk.
we wouldn't talk to one another at all. And
It was so awkward, but we were just those really awkward preteen age where I don't know, it was just so awkward.
Okay.
So that's why I say dated and grew up together, because we got through that awkward phase.
Yes.
I can't even say dated and broke up, because we never went on dates. It was just what kids say.
I would consider that we hung out.
Yeah. We hung out.
Silently.
Yeah, silently.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes.
would go over to their house and
Yeah.
hang out, and he would come over with Courtney, his sister,
Yeah.
and hang out, and just different things like that. Well, then he was in 8th grade and I was in 10th grade.
You know, I'm still not ashamed of this one, so.
And we were dating. And what did you message my father?
I was like, hey, I think Bethany and I are good to go. I think we should get married. Let's do this thing.
What grade was this?
8th.
I was in 10th grade. He was in 8th.
If you know what you want, right?
Yeah.
My dad flipped out.
Oh, it was kind of no. No,
and
you're done. You're
made
done.
us break up.
Yeah, it was okay, you're done type of thing.
We had a secret pact that we would get back together when we were older. So
Was it like a blood oath? Cotton.
well, no, we didn't talk, so it couldn't have been a blood oath.
Yeah, it was more like a telepathy oath. type
Yeah.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But basically, so I dated a few people from that time.
Now, what kind of dating were you dating? Was it dating like you dated? Was it
No,
a
it
quiet
was like
date?
dating.
Oh, okay. So you actually had now known what a date was. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Because he had his license then,
Oh.
so
Yeah.
he could actually go out.
Okay.
so I dated a few people, and then Bethany dated one person,
For 2 weeks.
and so she was working at Smith & Wesson at the time, and I was it
You were a junior.
I was a junior, okay, and
A junior in high school.
I was a junior in high school.
I
and
had
she
already
was
graduated.
she'd already graduated, and she was working at Smith & Wesson.
Okay. Okay.
So
I see
let
that.
me set the premise here. So when Bethany was working at Smith & Wesson,
Yes.
at that point in time, you worked. What was the schedule that you worked?
I worked days. So I worked 7 to 3:30 for over a year.
Yeah.
So the official final starting dating time was January of 2010. So I was still working days at the time.
Okay.
So she would get home.
Yeah.
She was very meticulous. She'd get home. What is the time exactly?
3:38
Okay, 3:38 every day.
every day. And if I was
Wow.
not home by that time, my family freaked out. And they knew on Wednesdays was my shopping day. So they knew I was not going to be home at 3:38. I would take the highway and I'd go do my lunch and snack grocery shopping. I would go to Walmart and do all that stuff. That was my day to do that. There was one day I had to change it up because I wasn't able to go on Wednesday. Well, I'm a full-grown adult. Yes,
Yes.
I'm still living at home.
Yeah.
But I'm a full-grown adult with my own car, my own job. I
Yeah.
was 19 at the time.
Yeah.
And I went shopping on a different day, and they literally like called everybody. They were close to calling the police, thinking that I had like been abducted or like
But
murdered somewhere.
Bethany, would you blame them? You were home every day at 3:38. You trained them.
That was your own fault.
Well, I get home a little bit later, and they were like flipping out, and I'm like, I had to change my shopping day. I went today instead of another day, and they were like, lost it.
Can I quickly ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you have OCD?
I have not been formally diagnosed.
That's what all people with OCD say. So she's OCD.
Yes.
So it was, I'll get back to where I was going with
Yeah.
it. So basically, she's that type of person, so it works out good. So she would go to bed at like 7 o'clock at night.
I love my sleep.
Okay, well, just let me finish. So she'd go to bed at 7 o'clock at night. So I would, when we actually started dating and talking, whatever, I'd go over to their house.
Yes.
Of course, I love Alan and Kelly and their family. So we would be having fun or whatever. Bethany would be like, all right, I'm going to bed. And she'd just get up and go upstairs and go to bed. And I'm like, it's 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And I'd be like, okay, guess I got to go. And I'd leave. So it took me a long time to get her to go to bed at like 10.
Lately, he's been going to bed before me.
Age does that to people.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it took a long time to get her to go to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. But then it all switched
Yeah.
when she went from second shift. Mm-hmm. So it was 3:30 to midnight, right?
Yep.
So the day that Alan, which is her father,
Yeah.
the day that Alan knew that basically like, oh, I'm not the man in her life now, there was one specific night that, and she only did it because she didn't want to wake him up because he had to drive down to...
It was a Monday night. Well, midnight.
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday morning.
So,
Tuesdays
Where the
are a really long day.
so this is in the winter time, and she was working, and she just got out of work, and her car was like a small decline.
I had a Corolla.
It was very minimal, like angle,
Yeah.
and then she couldn't back out. She
The snow.
couldn't get out. It was ice. It was just
And
flare
everybody
ice.
had left already. I was
So
letting
she
it
called.
heat up.
So she called me.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Can you come out and help me because I can't get
We
whatever."
were engaged at the time. It was the winter before we got married.
Okay. So I drove out there,
Yeah.
and then I pushed her and got her out anyway. But that was the time that Alan was like, "Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not. She has another man now." But let me go back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a senior in high school when I proposed to her.
Yeah.
So when I proposed, anyway, I'll get to that. When I got the ring, I got it down in Bangor.
Yes.
So I'm on my way home, and I drive past the rec center,
Yes.
and Kelly, Hannah, I don't know if Becca. Anyway, they were walking.
Hannah and Becca are my
They were
sisters.
walking
Yes.
out. I can't remember, or in. I can't remember at the
They
rec.
were leaving Zumba.
Okay, anyway. So I drive by and they're like, so I had talked to them and told them I was going to, and they're like, "Did you get what?" And I was like, and I held it up and they booked it to their car, so I drove over to their house.
Yeah.
So before that, I was supposed to ask Alan if I could, ask her.
Oh, you hadn't yet.
I hadn't. So, well, this is awkward. And I find it awkward
My
now.
dad planned a whole night.
So he planned a whole night for me. He made my favorite meal. We sat down just together, just the two of us.
Yeah.
And we talked and stuff, but I never mentioned once about it. So anyway, so we left. I left home. And he's like, "Man, he didn't even ask me. This is so weird." So I got the ring and I bring it over to their house and I'm showing them. And Alan just looks at me and goes, "Well, do you have a question to ask me now?" And I was like, Alan. And the first thing I said was like, I was so nervous. So anyway, so I asked him.
I already asked you when I was in 8th grade and you said no.
That's true. That's
And
true.
so anyway, he said yes, whatever. So when I proposed to
Oh, my
Bethany, we
goodness.
were watching The Proposal,
Yep.
and it was
With
in the,
Sandra Bullock.
Yes.
it was in the basement of my parents' house,
Yeah.
and I was so impatient. Like I should have waited.
Okay, I questioned it myself because he's better than he was, but he never at the time helped his parents clean up after supper.
Oh.
And he decided that night was the night he was going to help clean up. And he said, go ahead, start the movie. I'll be down,
Yeah.
like whatever.
And you're very suspicious at
And
this
I was
point.
like, he never helps them clean up from supper. What he
So
was doing, he was like amping himself up and went and got the ring.
Okay?
So anyway,
Yes.
so
I'm like right now. Just ready.
so anyway, I go downstairs and
I'm just sitting on
and
the
she's
couch.
just sitting there, and I wanted to time it so that way it was anyway.
Yes,
I didn't
yeah.
time it perfectly, but anyway, so I proposed or whatever, and
Yeah.
she said yes, and that's that. But it was so weird
Anticlimactic.
because
Like-
I was a senior in high school, so people really didn't they're like, you're engaged, like they thought
Yeah.
it was like the weirdest thing ever,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, yeah.
He was 19 at the time.
Yeah, because I actually was homeschooled for 1 year when I was growing up. And that-
Homeschooled.
homeschooled meaning that was when Sega came out.
And
So-
he stayed home during
So
his
there's-
first
I mean,
kindergarten
I wasn't
year.
not going to play Sega for
that
a
was
year.
some good homeschooling right there. I would be okay with that.
Yeah, so I played that. Anyway, so I was older than most of my other kids in my
yes.
class.
Yeah.
But anyway, yep. So that's how that went.
Well, but that's amazing. I love hearing all these proposal stories. And obviously, you got on your knee, you proposed. She said yes.
Yep, it was on a pillow.
She proposed on a pillow.
I kneeled down on a pillow.
You did?
The knees were ready.
Yeah, they're like,
So then you guys got married. How long after that?
Exactly a year and 2 months.
After that? That is pretty cool.
Yep.
Now, you guys got married. Obviously, here you are so many years later. You have some amazing kids. You guys have come to meet them, and they're still waiting for those 1,000 follows or likes, and then they'll be back with some cool stories. But now you guys have had some challenges along the way. What would you say, and you can tell us yours and you can tell us yours, different if you want, or if it's the same. What would you say has been your greatest challenge as a couple?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Communication.
I'll explain it.
That's creepy.
No, because it's going to be the same answer. So
Yeah.
So when
do tell.
we know.
when we were going through marriage counseling,
Yeah.
they're the pre-marriage
Pre-marriage,
counseling.
oh yes,
Yeah.
pre-marriage counseling.
Yes.
We went. We were sitting there, and Randall was the counselor that we went to, and so we did a test. Both of us did tests separately.
Yes.
So when we did the test, my answers and her answers were the complete opposite of one another. So except for one. So communication on both of ours was 0.
We scored a 0.
Wow.
And then I scored I can't remember what it was called, but it was like physical touch or something like that. I can't remember. I was like an 80, and she was like a 10.
Ooh.
So right there, I don't remember the other scores. I just remember those ones.
Yeah.
So right there, he was like, whoa. He's like, never seen that before. You got some stuff to work on.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay,
It's fine.
it's fine. So anyway, we get married, and over the course of time, she would get frustrated with stuff. I would get frustrated with stuff. Then I would just let it go because I would get all bound up, and then I would just let it out and whatever.
Yeah.
But the issue is that I jumped from job to job to job to job to job to job to job, and then the same with a car to car to car to car.
Yes. Yes.
And it was because I didn't really realize it at the time, but I have such ADD or ADHD or whatever that I get bored, and so
Yeah.
I would work a job, and then I'd be like boring, and the same with a car.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't really consult her on it. I would just be like, "Oh, Bethany, I got done a job today. I'm doing another job."
I applied for 3 new jobs today. One's in Bangor, and I'm like, Okay.
So
But we live here.
So the hard part is that I was doing all these things and I wasn't even thinking of her. I was just thinking in my mind like, okay, this one makes more money, this one makes more money. But it wasn't.
I never like expressed like I don't like this. I just kind of kept shoving all of my emotions and my feelings down and was like, okay, like he's leading our household, but no, like we're a team. We need to talk about things like that. But it took 10 years of our marriage to really learn that.
So we hit 10 years and I remember, I was sitting, like, obviously I don't even think anything of it. And I'm just sitting, I'm like, Bethany, can I borrow your computer? And I needed to work on something or whatever. And she's like, yep. So I borrowed the computer and I'm on it. And then a notification comes up and she grabs she's on her phone and it's a text message from somebody and it says, you need to tell him. And I'm like, tell me what? And then because I thought maybe she's cheating on me or like my mind went to the worst thing ever. Yes. And I was like, well, all right, we got to deal with this.
Because I didn't know how to like.
Yeah.
So I was
like, I don't know what to do. Like, I need advice, and
I have to deal with whatever this is.
You need to tell him.
So then she said, you need to tell him. So I said, well, tell him what.
So who was this from at this point?
It's
another person out there. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a friend of ours.
A friend, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so.
So anyway, so we get it, and I look, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, tell him what. And then anyway, so we go upstairs. And then so she basically breaks down and says, like, pretty much like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm done. Like, this. Anyway, so it was basically like the end type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking to myself, well, I didn't notice any of it because I was just being selfish and I didn't realize it. And then, so there was fault on both sides.
Yeah.
Because I was doing stuff out of my own, like, I didn't really consult her. I was just doing it selfishly.
But I also wasn't.
But she wasn't expressing
my feelings.
So. She wasn't expressing why she was so upset.
Yeah.
And so when I was sitting there, I'm like, you never said anything. So why am I like? At first, I was like, you didn't even say a word. But then, you start realizing it. So anyway, ever since that day, we've both strived. Like if I'm frustrated with something. I don't even wait. I just look at her and I'm like, we're going to hatch this out right now.
And it can be as silly as it was a stressful day at work. Like last night, he was a little, I don't even, honestly, because it was just so minor. I had just gotten home from youth group and he just kind of explained something and then that was it. And just he got it out and I could tell, like at the girls' soccer game, he was a little off, and I just gave him a hug, left, and then when I got home, explained it, and I'm like, okay, I knew he was off, but he would be ready to tell me when he was ready. So
because
we have learned.
I have to.
So that's a good thing.
Yes,
and I've learned how to express myself. Because I don't really do it instantly. Yeah. I'm more of a thinker, so I have to sit back and think like, okay, how do I say it nicely and if I'm frustrated with something or So anyway, we've worked on that for how many years now?
3.
3. So
because we've been married for 13 years.
And now you're going strong.
Yeah.
Oh, praise the Lord for that.
Yeah.
There are many lessons in life, there are hardships and we learn from those. So that is obviously a good lesson for you guys and a good lesson for everyone who's married. Communication. Yeah. That has to be the base
we
for
definitely
that.
could not have, we definitely would not have survived without the Lord.
That's true.
For sure.
Yeah.
But another thing is like with the communication aspect for the 10 years, we were like, we don't ever fight. What is wrong with you people? We did too. We were like, you guys fight over the dumbest stuff.
I know.
And we're like, we have never fought ever. Like, what is wrong with all of you?
And then we learned it's healthy to have like those little disagreements because you're working through it instead of shoving it down.
Yeah.
So
which is pretty cool. Anyway,
Yeah.
so at this point, I want us to shift. I want us to shift to some games that we have on this table. Then at the end, I want you guys to do me a favor. Think about this, okay? There are many young people who are getting married, jumping into marriage, and there are those who are already married, and they're struggling, and they need some advice, probably struggling with communication or things like that. So think about what advice you can have for them, and then when we're done with our card game here, I want you guys to each separately just give one piece of advice to couples, either planning to get married or those who are already married and might be struggling, okay? So individually think about it. But for now, you have those right in front of you, and we're going to try this. I'm going to assume these cards are all the same. How many should we do? How many do you think?
I don't know. We can start out with 4 or 5, and
4 or 5.
so
Okay.
when you look at those, there's
Yes.
different cards.
Yeah.
So there's best, match, and then I can't remember the other one. There's 3 different options.
Yes.
So when it says best, it wants your best answer. Match is the answer that we would both agree on.
Yeah.
And then there's one more, and I can't remember what that
So
one
these
does.
are me or you.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Best, match, and me or you.
Yes, there's
Okay.
me or you, match, best.
Yeah, and those are the 3.
So it's just 3.
Yeah, those are the
Okay.
3.
Okay. So yeah, that looks like it is. So for now, we're just going to go through this. And you also got this one here. Gotcha.
That one, I didn't save it. I don't know why it was underneath here.
Okay, we'll start with that. We'll start with me or you.
Okay.
Okay.
Me or you. So, this is a good one to start with. Which one of you guys could live longest without a cell phone? Who would live longest without a cell phone? So this one is a hard one, and you guys at home can also try to play this game and find out separately. So, Alex, you done?
Mm-hmm.
So 3, 2, 1, show. Yep. Okay. So we all agree. This is good. This is going good. So out of 100, we're still hitting it. These guys have nailed it. So me or you guys nailed it. The next is match.
Okay.
Match.
Okay.
Who is our favorite celebrity? Who is our favorite celebrity? So you guys think about your favorite celebrity and let me know.
Okay.
Not gonna match.
Are we doing like music or?
It's celebrity, which could be anything.
Celebrity, yeah. So
It literally could be anybody.
it could be anyone.
I've got one.
So try. Think of what the other person would
Read
think
my
of. but
mind.
Read her mind. You guys have some telepathy of some kind. I mean,
This
you
is
dated
probably-
quietly.
I don't know how to
so-
spell it.
I highly doubt this is the person.
Oh, well, we never know. Are you all set?
Hold
set?
on, I can't-
No, she's still
I'm
writing.
all set.
I don't know how to
Just
spell
wait.
it.
Just wait. Wait, you good?
I'm good, yeah.
Everyone is ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, show. She said
Steve. Yeah, and I said
Steve
Bob Marley.
Carell, and you said Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
only because we've been watching his videos lately.
Bob Marley is the
now as a guy
comedian.
from Africa,
No,
I'm
the
thinking,
comedian guy.
Cha. But you guys are thinking of a comedian, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, for that one, but would you agree that Steve Carell is?
As far as the other one, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I think
you
that's
guys have.
because we've only been watching his videos at
You've
night.
been watching that.
So
Okay.
it's more like in his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we love The Office.
that's okay. So 50-50 so far. So
Yeah.
let's go for best.
Okay.
Best. Oh no, some of these I have to read ahead. Okay, here's one. What is the stupidest thing we should buy if we win the lottery tomorrow?
Stupid.
So if you were to win the lottery tomorrow, what is the stupidest thing you should buy? Yeah, there is that.
We don't need to match, right?
Huh?
Was that match?
This is best. This is best.
I can't remember what's the best. Like, is that just our each individual answers?
So for best, it says best, funniest, or most creative answer wins.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
stupidest, huh?
yes. So the most creative answer, or the best, funniest, or most creative answer will
I'm
win.
not doing a funny one. I'm doing
No.
what I would actually want.
It has to be the best,
It just
the
has to be the
funniest,
best.
or the most creative. So in this case, what is the stupidest thing you should buy if you win the lottery? And people at home can vote on that, so we'll decide. We're about to get done. Da-da-da-da-da. He's ready. She's
Okay.
ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Chickens?
Let's see yours. Let's see yours. Lake house or vacation home? I think as a man of good taste, I would choose chickens.
What? Of all of the things to buy?
He said stupidest,
Yeah.
which
So,
in my opinion would be chickens. Because I hate chickens. I like eating them, but I don't like dealing with them. So
just imagine you win the lottery and everyone is like, yeah, and then you come home with clacking things. Just
you're like, oh, we just won $1 million. I'm like,
Or
I got a whole truck full of chickens. I mean,
I'm going to Tyson.
I'm going to Tractor Supply.
I'm going to Gil's house because he loves chicken.
bring them fried. Bring them fried. We're friends.
I could do that.
Okay, let's do another round here of me or you.
Okay.
Who is the nerdier one? Very nerdy. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's Alex. They say.
100%.
What makes him nerdy?
Star Wars.
There's nothing wrong with Star
knew
Wars.
that's why. I knew that's why she
Star
put that.
Wars and what's the other one?
Lord of the Rings.
No, this one. I can't do it. My hands
Star
are too
Trek?
small. Star Trek.
I have only seen Star Trek movies. I've never seen like the old movies.
I don't care.
You've never watched Star Trek?
Not the old ones.
Lord of the Rings. History buff.
There is nothing wrong with any of those things.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. It's just
there's
nerdier.
a derogatory. There's a derogatory.
There
term.
is.
It's nerdier than.
Yes. Listen.
I mean, and like
we've heard people giving
he was
terms like
100% like a computer nerd,
Yeah.
like in high school and stuff. So
Smells really good.
Oh, well, that makes you a nerd.
Yeah.
Yes, please do not have nerd phobia. Nerds are people too. But let's go to match.
Okay.
okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, what is the most boring thing we like to do together? The most boring thing, apart from dating quietly, in silence.
But I like the boring things too.
Yeah, those are cool. But what is the most boring thing of the things you like to do?
People
The
that
most
people would
boring
think is
thing.
boring.
Yeah, it could be to people or to you guys, but it's your thing. And it's the most boring thing that you like to do together. 3.
Okay.
No, he's not ready. He's almost there.
No, I've written
He
two
has
different
erased
things.
it.
Okay, hold on. You're not going to be able to read my writing, but I'm good.
You ready? 3, 2, 1, turn. Taking a drive,
Yes.
driving around singing. Ah, they nailed it.
We
Very
love
good.
doing that.
See, you guys are talking about how your communication struggled and everything. This shows me you guys have been working on that. This is good. This is good.
No,
yes.
we love like we did this even when we were dating, when the girls were,
That was a survival tactic.
that was a survival so that they would sleep. They were horrible nappers. Horrible.
Yeah.
So we get in the car, drive around for 45 minutes to an hour while they sleep.
We'd sing, we'd get a drink, like we'd
Yeah.
just go, we'd run through
Non-alcoholic.
McDonald's. We'd run through like
Amen.
McDonald's or something like that and
Yes.
get like a drink or something like that. And
And that would be out.
just, yep, they would sleep and we would sing. And now the 4 of us do it together. And
That's
we've got a 2 or 3 part harmony going on. And
Who harmonizes the best?
Alex.
Ah.
I'm a horrible singer. I'm not.
We have a new choir member joining our choir at church.
No, I'm a horrible singer.
He will say no, but the Lord knows. Okay, good. One more
Very
question
good
here.
at picking out parts.
Musical. So we're going to best.
Okay,
Okay.
best.
If we were a band, what would our band name be? If we were a band, what would our band name be? Yeah. Remember, it has
Don't put what I think you're putting.
for best. We're looking for the best, funniest, or most creative. So we're gonna choose on this one. This is gonna be hilarious. I can already tell. Okay, he's not done. She's not done. So we're gonna go to 3.
You better
Two,
not be putting
one,
what I
go.
think you're doing.
Tip to
Oh
tip.
my word!
ABC family.
Alex,
explain it.
Bethany, Crone. A, B, C.
Oh, okay, that's creative.
So we
I haven't heard his, but yes.
Before we had the girls,
Yes.
we were thinking, oh my word, like your name starts with A, my name starts with B. What if we had our kids continue down C, D? It didn't happen,
Yes.
but I mean,
So
would have been
mine
cool.
was because her father made fun of her because
relentlessly.
it was talking about a moose or a deer. I wonder what the difference is from
I wanted to know how big the antlers
what's
are.
the difference from tip to tip. So anytime
They
somebody
measure
says something,
anything.
we measure anything. Alan's like, wonder what that is tip to tip. And we both used to play trumpet, so I thought,
Okay,
tip
I
to tip
played it for a
trumpeters.
year.
I played it for 4 years.
Listen, if we can get, please, I beg of you, 1,000 likes or 1,000 follows, they'll come with trumpets and they'll play them on the show. That's all I'm asking of you.
I don't remember
Follow,
how.
subscribe. I don't care what you do. Please, I beg of you. I need to hear these guys with trumpets.
Okay.
You do it, and we will have them here doing it. That's a promise.
I only remember the very, very beginning of the Rocky theme song. That's all I know.
Hey, it's worth it.
And I played the second part, so I didn't even play the lead.
See, I'm excited.
I barely even moved.
Oh, my word. Anyway, we would have loved to keep that going, but, we don't want to keep this going along. This is amazing. So if you have any advice for young people who are getting into marriage or some people who are already in their marriage and you're like, hold on to this or remember this, what would it be? So, Bethany, you go first.
I would say always seek the Lord and follow his direction before anything.
Yeah.
But also talk.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you shouldn't be able to talk to your spouse about. Like you should be able to talk to them about anything, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And to the other person to always have like that open mind and listen to them and just see where they're coming from before you come up with like a guarded answer. So always come like open and ready to communicate and not like in defense mode the whole time.
Okay, that's a good one. Communication, keep it out there, and the other person be willing to listen. Keep it out there, be honest. Good job. Yes.
First, honesty, I think. Mm-hmm. Because if you're not basing anything you're doing off of honesty, then everything else is just going to be a lie upon a lie upon a lie, and it's just not going to work out. So I think honesty is one of the most important ones, regardless if it's honesty in your personal relationship or your relationship with Jesus. You can be not honest with that too. So honesty is probably a bigger up. But then the other one would be putting the Lord first. If you don't put the Lord first in everything that you do, regardless if it's the small things, like a small fight, or if it's my grandmother, I'll go back to her for a second. My grandmother, I remember when she passed away and we looked in her Bible, we flipped all the way to the back, and there was a tenant, and she said, please pray that he leaves and something. But it kind of reminds me, like, pray for literally everything. Put God first in everything.
Yes.
Like if this computer was on the fritz, I'm put God first. Make sure that God takes care of that. Yeah. God takes care of finances, anything. Yeah. Because if you put the Lord first, everything else is just going to fall into place.
Very true.
Regardless or not, if it's the outcome that you want, because it might not be what you want, but it's what He wants.
Yes.
And you have to abide by whatever that is.
Wow.
So I would say honesty first, and then the Lord first, regardless of the outcome.
Well, good. Be honest, very honest in your relationships, and God has to come first in everything. Because if God is at the helm, if God is at the top, everything else will work out according to His will. So thank you so much, Alex. Thank you, Bethany. This has been amazing, hanging out with a grown family and getting to know their stories. So before we close and say farewell to you guys, if you have any stories, right? If you have stories, we want to hear from you, whether it's stories as a couple or as individuals. So reach out to us. Reach out to Alex. Let us know what it is you want. And I know Bethany might know more people than the two of us combined, so she's a celebrity at the table. It is true. It is true. So reach out to us here. Let us know what it is, and we'd love to host you here and hear your story. So until next time, remember, subscribe, follow, and we'll catch you on the next one.
And that's a wrap of Pillow Talk with Alex. Big thanks to today's couple for keeping it real and reminding us all that love isn't perfect, but it sure is entertaining. If you laughed, cringed, or related to their story, make sure you subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs a little relationship therapy, or maybe just a good laugh. Until next time, keep the love loud, the stories honest, and the pillows fluffed.